If you like talking,
Women.
Ladies.
men,
Topic.
Conversations.
and occasional uninformed politics,
Multiple talking women is for you.
hit it!
Welcome to the latest episode of Multiple Talking Women. I'm Felicity Bramblebush.
And I am another host called Lana Brown.
Hello, and I am the producer, Paula Gherkin.
You don't sound very happy to be here today.
Uh,
We're very excited.
Yeah,
well,
we
listen,
have never been more excited,
Good
maybe.
stuff.
listen, I
happening?
maybe have also never been more excited, but let's introduce our guests, and then I'll explain what's going on.
Okay.
Because I'm mad.
Oh, well, let's...
I'm full of fury.
I can't wait to find out.
Okay, great.
But first, please, let's welcome Jay
Renshaw.
Renshaw.
Thank you.
Thank
Hooray
you so
for
much
Jay,
being
welcome.
here.
Thank you.
Can I quickly just comment on what Lana is wearing here?
Well,
because
that's
I'm a
what I-
little dress.
seems
Okay.
to be...
And I'm a cheerleading for,
These look very different.
for
Bold.
CHIT because Jay Renshaw is the actor behind him.
Yeah, and
It's
also
true.
at some point you decided, hey, this is long enough to not need pants, with none of us agreed with. So that's the first issue. The second issue is, if we look here, we've got a gorgeous T-shirt.
Yeah,
Shithead
beautiful.
2025. We've got a gorgeous mug.
The mug.
We've got a hat.
And if we look here, we have a
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Okay,
No, I think
That-
this is a bootleg.
It's not, that's a bootleg. That is not from this website.
What are you talking about?
There's
What are
one
you
CHIT website. You got a bootleg version.
I got
What
mine at
website
CHIT.
did you buy?
CHIT's
Don't say it out. No, we're
merchandise.
not going to
Don't
do
even
that.
say
No,
it.
no,
What
we're
is
not
the
advertising
correct
that.
one, Jay Renshaw?
Give us the real place.
The real one is chitmerch.com.
Oh,
Chit
.com.
merch.
Yeah.
mine was
.com.
CHIT
Don't- we don't-
with a Z.
Oh, with a Z.
Chiz?
Chiz. Don't.
I mean, look, I'm educated, but I got taken for a
You
long
got
one.
duped.
I got duped.
Yeah.
with a
Wait,
D.
you went to chiz.com?
Do better.
Yeah, because I don't know. English is my millionth language.
Yeah, you have a lot of language.
You do.
Well, can I still be, this is a cheerleading.
I mean, I
think
guess
it's
you
nice.
could, I guess wear it.
Sure. I mean,
But then also you should tell people, don't buy or worry about it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to start buying it from the real place.
well, that's very nice.
Okay, I had no
Merch.
idea.
All right, let's go all the way back.
Live and love.
Are we ready?
Let's go all the way
Do you want to say anything else before we go all the way back?
I want to say so many things.
I know. It's
Well,
hard.
I
We-
want to say that
Okay.
that Jay Renshaw is a member of the Groundlings Theater,
That's right.
which, as you know, we are now doing our podcast from a closet here.
Doing our
Yeah.
podcast here, in next to the sewage pipe.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't feel embarrassed about it because you know these rooms
Been here
back and
many
forth.
times.
So you don't feel like, ooh, they brought me into a dumpster.
No.
Yeah.
No,
And I've seen Jay Renshaw perform so many times because
So
I've been
many
a fan of the
times.
Groundlings
So many incredible characters.
and so many characters. So
Yeah.
I want to hear about his life and where he
That's
started.
where I want to start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So where are you from?
Indiana, originally.
Okay.
Oh.
Farm boy.
Hardly.
Okay.
Cornball.
No
No,
farm.
no.
What
No
was-
farm. Basically Indianapolis. So as much
More
of a city
car
boy as you
boy.
can be in Indiana.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And you were so you're a little kid there. Are you like doing dancing and characters and talent
Shows and like
You know,
yeah.
little
I really
pageants.
wasn't doing a lot of that.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
I was much more into art and like drawing, and I was studying art for years. That I thought I was going to go into art school, but I actually withdrew from art school before I started and moved to LA. So
Wow. So you were
Wow.
about to go.
I was about to go.
Can you imagine the difference, the
Different
path?
life. I know, sliding doors.
Now, what kind of art were you making?
It was all like two-dimensional pencils, pastels, paint.
Mhm.
Like I didn't do any like sculpture.
No, I have a son who likes to do things, and I hide his crayons and his pencils, and I break them, and I throw them away. I don't feel like that's what a boy should do.
Really? Why is that?
I think a boy should go to learn how to manage money and hit balls
And hunt and things.
and hunt.
Oh, yeah, the practical things.
Practical things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So you made the right move. Proud of you.
get out of that art world and come into acting.
Yeah, come to the
Well,
Something
when
really
you got a
practical.
face like Jay Renshaw.
No.
That's true.
It's true, actually.
That's-
I feel like I also have come to a show or two at the Groundlings, but I feel like I've never sat this close to Jay Renshaw.
What's happening?
Well, I'm wondering if these eyes are real,
Oh.
or if there's some kind of a
Yeah, they're rentals.
Are they?
Yeah.
Do you have a thing, something in these?
No, these are my eyes. I mean, I
Those are
do
your
wear contacts, but they're clear. So
No, those are his eyes, and they match the shirt.
they do match the shirt.
And
Maybe
your
that's another
skin.
shirt. These are my real eyes.
These are my real eyes.
I'm just making
Believe it
pitch.
or
I'll
not,
just pitch.
these are my real
No,
eyes.
I'll
his
pitch these
skins. I mean,
Oh,
as you
it's
know,
good
skin is my thing.
Well, yes, from the queen of moisturization.
Thank you. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone's. It's like somebody took a baby's skins and sewed it on your face.
But I think that you might do well if you were to put your eyeball rentals on chitmerch.com.
Should I?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
wear Chit's eyes for a little while.
Yes.
Yeah. What's life like through Chit's eyes?
Very
Yeah, life for
Jeepers
Cheetos.
Creepers.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's great. Okay, all right. So you're a little kid. You're doing arts. Do you ever now today?
Mm.
Do you ever go like I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna scribble because it calms me down? Like, do you do any little stuff like that?
I should more. I always still like to cartoon a little bit, doodle, because I wanted to be a cartoonist was the thing. Like,
What was your favorite cartoon?
Calvin Hobbes, for sure. That was,
Classic.
yeah, I was devoted.
I'm surprised you've ever heard of it.
Excuse me, I love the funnies. That's the only thing I understand about comedy is the funny pages.
Okay.
Well, that was me growing up. As
Family
funny
Circle,
pages,
that's
so-
my favorite.
Oh yeah, it's a really a heavy plot there. yeah. Hard to keep up.
I know.
Yeah.
For hours I
You
puzzled.
never know what those kids are gonna do.
I know,
Yeah.
so precocious.
Yeah.
What were like shows that you used to watch as a child?
Oh gosh, well I did watch SNL a lot. I would
Okay.
say I
Okay.
watched that. I mean, when I was young, I was big into Nickelodeon shows, all that.
Now, sometimes we interview someone who says, they watched maybe SNL and thought, how funny, I enjoy this, it makes me laugh. And some people watch and think, I could do that better. Which camp were you? Were you thinking you could do it better?
No, genuinely, I never watched SNL as a kid thinking I'm going to do that. I want to do that. It was pure enjoyment.
Because he was drawing.
That was
You were
how
gonna
I
be an
started my
artist.
art,
Doodling
yeah.
away,
I
drawing
really didn't-
tigers and little boys and
Yeah.
laughing at the TV, yes.
I wasn't drawing so many little boys.
Okay, well, Calvin and Hobbes is little boys, that's why I said that.
Sure.
It would have been okay if you had been,
If I
because you
had,
were
I was
a
one,
boy,
so
so you
I
were
was
allowed
just
to do that.
drawing my
Totally
friends,
normal.
maybe.
Sure,
Yeah,
maybe.
drawing
Yeah.
friends.
Did you ever watch Webster, or was that before your time?
I heard of Webster, but I didn't watch.
We're in acting class, and we've been getting deep into the text and the scene work of Webster episodes. But
Strictly
that's
Webster.
for another time.
Yeah, don't listen. Here's what I want to make sure doesn't happen today, because we know that Jay is kind of taking off with this chick character. I don't want you to try to muscle your way in and try to get in a video
No,
or try to get
I know
into.
what's happening.
Okay.
It's because it's the outfit and it's feeling like
I'm just being a cheerleader.
Yeah,
I have my,
cheerleader,
but I
it's
not know
also-
this. I've got my own stuff happening,
Okay,
so
I don't know this.
Yeah.
actually.
What you got going on?
I've got some stuff.
Yeah, you guys are in acting class?
Well, we're in acting
Mhm.
class,
And
and
it's
I have a new
church-based,
series
right?
coming out called Crimson Confidence.
No way.
Dropping soon.
What platform?
All the platforms.
Oh, across the board.
Slippery ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll see.
But
We'll
you're
see
the
how that
guest today. I'm just a
Sure,
cheerleader.
Sure.
just sitting here quietly while that outfit
Just know-
screams.
goes. Just know if they ask you for anything, you can say no. I don't want you to feel pressure.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're back to watching SNL.
Yes, SNL. Yeah, I never watched thinking I'm going to do that. It wasn't until literally my senior year of high school, I was about to go to the orientation for the art school that I was going to in Chicago. I got the email for the orientation, and it made it so real to me that I knew I didn't want to do that.
You
Wow.
felt it in your gut.
I felt it. I was like, this isn't right.
That was like almost like leaving someone at the altar. You got cold
Kind
feet.
of, yeah.
You ran
No,
right out
like
the church doors.
the college was waiting for me there.
What was it called?
It was Columbia College Chicago.
Wow.
It was an art school
Big one.
in Chicago.
Yeah. Wow.
They
They were waiting for you.
were waiting.
And so you just said I'm going to LA. Were your parents like, oh dear God, did that go down?
I mean, at first it was a shock because I had never acted in high school at all.
Wait a minute, you
never-
decided you were coming to LA to be an actor
Yeah,
after having not done it.
yeah. I truly can't explain it.
It might be a first.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've never heard this.
I don't know
No.
what possessed me. I just thought, I want to do that. I'm going to do that. And so I did it. And I didn't, I didn't go to art school. I didn't
So you
look
kind of
back.
didn't look back, you just did it.
Didn't look back. I just
Well,
did
what
it.
did you, how did you live? How did you make a living? Did
Well,
your parents help you out in the beginning? How did you do it?
When I first moved out here, they helped me get settled. Then my first job was working at one of those casting workshop places where you used to go and meet.
But let me be clear.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say, my family helped me get settled. That really means they bought them a condo. But that wasn't the case with you.
Oh, no. It wasn't like, here's like your house in LA. No, it was like, here's the furniture you need from IKEA to
Good luck.
get started.
Yeah.
Bye,
But-
Dios.
Yeah, I had some different jobs since then. Like I was the assistant to an interior designer. I worked at Starbucks. Just different things that I heard from people, usually in my acting classes. They'd be like, you could come do this. Like, okay.
And listen,
do everything.
this is, were you making people laugh?
Oh, like in these early years in LA?
At Starbucks, goofing off?
I wasn't. I don't think I was a hard worker. I don't think I was.
You kept your nose to the grindstone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean,
That's what I
I
like
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize that I had kind of a knack for comedy, if you will, until I started here.
I was one of his managers at Starbucks, which is how we
Oh,
met
that's
originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, she's a really tough boss.
Oh, we know.
The toughest.
Yeah.
At Starbucks, they expect, all the Starbucks are the same. And they expect, if I go to this one, it's going to be great. If I go to this one, it's going to be great. And they both have to be great. So, I managed a few, and I just made sure.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy could foam
Oh yeah.
Mm.
like
Oh,
nobody's
yeah.
business,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. And she'd stand right there.
Mhm.
on the
Oh, I
shoulder
bet.
Watching
to
you
make sure-
foam.
Yeah,
Watching
making
me
sure you would
foam.
foam.
She's
Yeah.
like, show me your phone.
Yeah.
That's what she'd
She
say.
encourages by putting you down a little bit, and then you have
That's
to build
how
yourself
and
up.
then you gotta build yourself
Yeah,
up.
tough love. I think
Tough
it's-
love.
Yeah, tough love.
Yeah.
So, at what point did you're learning, so you're finding things out about jobs from maybe taking classes and
Acting
stuff.
classes, yeah.
Were any of those at the Groundlings yet, or you didn't start at the Groundlings? You started at other acting.
I had started at the Groundlings by that point. So I started at Groundlings in 2013.
Okay.
And did someone say, "Oh, you should take a class
Yeah,
at this
someone
place"?
from my acting class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Said that I should take a class.
Mm.
I should just do improv in general.
Mm.
And I remember getting like an ad. I think because the computers are always listening to you, so they know
Oh,
like
yeah,
what
that's
you're
true.
talking about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I remember getting an ad not too long after that for Groundlings, and it was the one that says like do what they did, and it shows the people that have been successful in
Oh,
Groundlings, like
wow.
Kristen Wiig, Will Ferrell, all that.
Mm.
And I was like, well, I don't ever want to do that. Like I don't want to go that far. Like, I'll just take an improv class so I can put that on my resume and then continue being a dramatic actor.
Oh,
Wow,
sure.
wow.
So when you saw yourself being a dramatic actor, what sort of roles, like Daniel Day-Lewis?
So-
I was fully delusional as to like what I looked like and could do. Like my ability was not there where it was in my head.
You were like
yeah.
A-list leading man.
Oh yeah, in my
your
head I
mind.
was like
Sure.
ready for Hollywood.
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
a
look at him. He
Oh,
could
like,
be.
well,
Oh,
this is
for
the thing.
sure.
Well-
It's funny how these things can suddenly go like turn on their head and be like, maybe here we go.
But there was like a quiet confidence always, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, confidence or delusion, whatever you want to call it.
Great.
But also,
But
I
that's
looked a
kind
lot
of a-
different then. I looked a lot different back then.
Much-
Like, believe it or not, I was much thinner than I am.
I mean, when I first saw you on stage at the Groundlings, you were like a piece of dental floss.
Yeah, no, it was shocking, actually.
Live.
Yeah.
Live.
You didn't feel like you were at your healthiest back then.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, no, I mean, I think you could safely say it was some kind of eating disorder as well. It wasn't that I was, like, stopping myself from eating. I was actually just so obsessed with eating healthy. that I-
Orthorexia. they call
Orthorexia is what it's called.
Yeah.
I was
Real
so
thing.
obsessed with eating healthy that I just ultimately wasn't getting enough calories.
Wow.
it. Right.
Because you're just like eating raw fruits and vegetables.
Sure.
Because you're like, I'm healthy,
Right.
Yeah.
but you're not.
And
Yeah.
nutrients.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And what do you think? I know we're jumping the gun here
Sure.
through your life, but what do you think was helpful in because I bet you're not the only one who deals with that. What was
Yeah.
helpful in making you go like, hey, there's got to be a better way. I'm not eating right. Like, what made you?
Yeah,
change
you know, I mean, it maybe sounds cliche or cheesy, but exercise honestly was the thing that like turned so much around for me. And it was a lifestyle changer because when you exercise more, you have to eat more and you have to like,
Strength.
You gotta
Strength.
fuel
That's
your
right.
body.
Yeah.
You weren't running marathons. It was strengths.
yeah. Have you run marathons?
No, but you see the very thin people,
Yeah.
and it's like you're running and running and running.
Cardio people.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
And you have some beautiful muscle developments.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there was a lot of discussion about how much she could ask you about your body. And
That's
I
just my
said-
thing. There's nothing wrong with it.
Ask
but
away.
But like, if in the reverse, could you do that to a woman?
I do all the time.
All right.
I'm a pure procurer of human flesh.
You just enjoy good flesh.
She's a connoisseur.
Sure, good or thick, or lots going on, or this or that. It's just, I love it all. Whatever there is to moisturize. Sitting here in my shameful shirt.
Yeah.
Your bootleg merch.
Listen, it seems like you're mad at me for telling you the truth. And
Yeah.
don't you want people to tell you the truth?
No, it's that thing where someone does something mean to you, and then you say you hurt my feelings, and then they're mad at you. It's like some sort of narcissistic gaslighting happening. Anyway, back to Jay.
Back to Jay.
Yeah. So exercise was a huge, just
A big part of the switcheroo.
game changer for me.
And then, okay,
But
so...
you've been in some shows now.
Like some
Prior.
TV shows?
In your thin.
Well,
Yeah.
what I was going to say is that, not only has Jay Renshaw been in some shows, which we need to go back a little because I need to understand how that happened.
Sure.
But
Sure.
Jay Renshaw is an old-timey guy. You've gotten cast a lot as like somebody from the 50s or the 60s,
Yeah.
right? With the clean cut look. And right?
Got a period face.
You've been
as
in
they
Mad
say.
Men. You've been in Physical, which isn't way back, but it's like
No, but it's like 80s.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that was a big Hulu recently. What was the?
Oh, I did the feud with Betty Davis and Joan Crawford.
Yeah.
That was, I know, yeah. I actually hadn't even realized how many I'd done.
Yeah,
that were
it just seems to be
period, like
a
era
niche
specific.
for you.
Yeah.
Well,
which
because
is
I
kinda
think you
fun.
have an old soul.
There's that. And I also just think I have like a face that looks like it could be from the 50s.
Sure.
Which I don't know if that's a good thing or...
I mean,
it's working, I guess.
it's working.
Yeah.
There's always stuff that people want to shoot that, old timey stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty great.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's pretty great.
So
And I think a lot of people think like we'll get that on audition. Not speaking for myself, I'm very open and available. And think, oh boy, if someone from the 1940s, this is gonna be. I can't do that. But that's like your bread and butter. You're like, right, bring it
Yeah,
on.
I'm like, put me in.
It's people, like I couldn't do it because I'm too many mixtures of too many ethnicities, and that was really only happening in modern times.
You mean like people that looked like you weren't allowed out in places?
They were on different continents, and there were only boats, and there weren't as much planes
you
for
could
people
have
to
sung.
procreate.
You could have sung at the Copacabana.
You
So,
have to have sex.
In the 1950s, there were planes.
Well, sure, but it was difficult.
It's difficult to get around.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is new information. All right. So you
Yeah.
take groundlings.
Yes.
Yes.
When you are taking that first class, are you going like, I like this a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I pretty immediately liked it. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, wait a minute. And then I got swept along by the program. Again, it was never something that I set out to be like, I'm going to become a groundling. Like,
Yeah.
not until like Sunday
Later
Company.
on.
Yeah. But up until that point, I would be like moved on. I'd be like, yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
And it just sort of built on itself over time to the point where I was like, this is what I need to do. Like, this is for me.
Yeah.
And boy,
And so,
do you do it.
yeah.
But that
Boy,
makes
does he.
it very organic sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
no,
that.
it called to me.
Yes.
And, and then how did you break into the biz after that? Because is it when you're in taking classes that you get an agent and you get all the, or is that not until you kind of get on the stage with either Sunday Company or Main Company? Like, how do you get the next thing?
Yeah. I mean, I had booked a few things before Sunday Company, just by like going to showcases myself and getting agents that way. And like those casting director workshops I was talking about, which you can't do anymore, apparently.
I know. Are they like against the law or something?
Yeah, they're kind of
Pay
bad.
to play, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, then when I got into Sunday Company, I got like a more serious manager at that time and started to go out for more, slightly larger roles. And then I think that ball has sort of kept, thankfully, rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaining, like a ball of yarn, gaining string.
Yeah, that's what I usually say.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Jay's saying.
But you had this day job for forever.
Yeah, I did. You're
Yes.
right. Yeah, my last job that I had was a full-time marketing position, which only came about because of COVID. Because before that, I was just like an assistant in their showroom. It was a furniture place, which I love. They're so nice there. It's called Ebonista. If you're ever interested, it's beautiful furniture. And I was just an assistant, but then COVID happened and we started working from home. And then slowly I was pulled into the marketing side of things there. And it ended up being a full-time position that was great for me. It
Yeah.
was,
Were you marketing like, come sit in this couch, it's really soft? Or
yeah,
this chair's good for work?
yeah. We tried to use a little bit more florid language than
Florid?
come sit in this couch.
Okay.
But
Sometimes you
Or
have
like,
to, you know.
the 4th of July, no
Yeah.
money down.
I will say
sectional.
this place, Ebenista, is not at all one of those places. It's pretty high end. You know, it's it's very sophisticated. So like they wouldn't have any. sales.
Where is it in LA?
It's in Costa Mesa. Yeah.
Ooh.
And there's a showroom in Laguna Niguel.
That's my
Ooh,
kind of
I've heard of
place.
Laguna.
Yes.
Yeah.
One day.
You love a high-end
I
furniture.
love, what is it called?
Well, she doesn't have to wait one day. Her husband brings home the bacon.
That's true.
Yeah.
As it should be.
As it is how you like it.
What is that place that Costa Mesa, what is that glorious shopping mall they have down there?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
It's
about.
like a
but-
city in and of itself.
I'm more of a person who likes to put like pillows on the ground. You know?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you're a bohemian.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, congratulations for that. But I'm not gonna be able,
Thank you.
know, to feel super bad about myself.
But
if
this is
can't
what I want to
afford
say.
it.
I
don't
think
think you
because
should.
you're not an artist, an artistic person,
Okay.
that you have a really good eye and ear for the way things should look and sound, and that goes for your characters as well. Because when
Look at
I
the way you brought that all
see-
around.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
getting good at this.
Aesthetic.
Because when I see your characters at the Groundlings, because we are studying one day, we failed auditions, but we are going back and we're going to
going
go
back.
back
I'm in writing
to try
Wow.
to do this.
I'm a
And
natural.
they are so clear. I know exactly who they are based on
They're real.
they're real based on what they look like and what you're doing with your body and how you're making them sound. And I think there's just because you have a really sharp sense of how to make something good.
That's marketing.
Well, thank that scene that
And
all
real.
comes back to marketing.
All comes back to marketing.
It all comes
And
back
the other thing I'll say, because I've seen some groundling shows, it's one thing that I have a pet peeve, and I don't care what groundlings hear me say it.
surprise, surprise.
Say it.
Yeah,
Speak
right.
the truth. Yeah.
A lot of the clothes are wrinkly.
Um,
Sometimes I'm watching from the audience and I'm like, press that suit,
Uh-huh.
clean, get that dress.
never
a
with
little
this
more.
one.
No.
Never.
Nope. I will steam. I will steam a costume.
You steam it,
Yeah.
and I think everyone should take the time. So it's just it's not only is there the thought of what should this character look like, but you know what? I'm going to have some self-esteem about this character.
See what you did.
That's great. So you were working at Ebenezer Scrooge's furniture shop, and then what happens?
Ebenezer.
The play on words that I did there.
Is it?
Everyone's
Okay.
Yeah, so I started teaching at Groundlings, and that was to me a more fulfilling job to have as like a side job, to basically just keep the brain working in the same place. So
In the same field.
creativity, comedy, all that character work. So I did have to leave the position there, which was hard because, like I said, I loved them. They're so
it's a
great
good
there. It's a
job.
family-owned business.
Now, do you think that as now, and I think we can dip our toes a little bit into the CHIT world.
Yeah.
Do you think that all that marketing experience is helping you now as you're going, whoa, CHIT's blowing up. I got to figure out T-shirts. I got to figure out hats. I got to figure out all this.
Can we back up for a moment?
Well, but okay.
Yeah, because I saw lots of characters, and one was a much older man who was dancing.
Yeah.
And it was about one of the funniest things I've ever
Well,
seen.
I want to talk about all that too, but I'm just curious how the
the
marketing.
inception of CHIT.
Well, I want to know that too, but I just because we were just talking about marketing.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Do you think it plays into
I think so.
the work
probably.
you're doing?
Yeah, my old marketing manager, and other bosses there, it probably instilled a much more commercial sense into me than I ever would have had otherwise. In terms of this is how social media can be used, and because I was, as you might know, dead set against social media for
Did not
Yeah,
know
you
that.
didn't
You're not even on Instagram.
Oh, that's right. You
until-
weren't even
Is
on
now
Instagram.
Recently.
Finally, yeah.
yeah.
And why were you against it?
I just really didn't think it was good for your health, and I'm still not convinced it
Sure.
is ultimately.
It's probably
good
not.
for your health.
Yeah. Unless you're watching something that's making you laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unless you don't get, I think, sucked into that sort of
doom
doom scrolling.
Yes.
But yeah, so I had sort of made a resolution in 2016 around the time of the election to just be like, I want to silence all this noise and just like live without it. And I was very happy doing that. But it was only just this 2 months ago that when we started the CHIT stuff that I was like, I guess now I have to be on there to do this. So
Wow.
it was hard to break that streak for sure because it's bliss to just be.
And I'm curious
on.
how you engage because I imagine there's a lot of engagement, but I do want to go back and find out
I do too.
how it all happened.
Sure.
I do too. Let's go back. Let's go double back.
Yeah.
Fine.
What I want to say is because here's the thing. As we've all said, we've all kind of seen some Groundling shows now. We know we've seen this fella do a lot of characters.
Sure.
A lot. I've seen a little excited boy.
I've seen a man who does the thing with his face.
Yeah.
That is so evil.
Yeah.
Can you show
But
me?
now Chit's doing
now
that
that's
too. Now
Chit's.
Chit does
Yeah. Yeah.
So many characters, and so there's a little part of me that says, "Hey, we already knew about it." Like, I mean, I'm happy everyone's discovering it, but you know what? Hey, we knew the magic first. Just so you know, we already knew it,
And that makes you angry.
it makes me angry.
We don't get any points for that, though.
We don't get points for knowing that he already knowing that he was
That he's
wonderful.
extremely
That
talented.
he's very talented.
Internally, we get to enjoy that ourselves.
We get to just know that on the inside.
Yeah.
That we had a little secret for a while that nobody knew, and now
You guys saw
now
it
we have to
being
share it.
workshopped.
we saw it being
Right.
born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was Chit in a sketch exactly as Chit?
Yeah. Besides the name, which came a little bit later, it was named by another castmate of mine, Alex Bonifer. You might have seen also
heard of
in
him.
Groundlings.
Sure.
But the character itself started quite a bit before that in Sunday
Yes,
Company.
I remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the sketch Do It Lady, the birthday card signing was actually in Sunday Company.
Now I remember.
And that was him.
That was him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then from that point, I would bring that character back many times. Some might say too many times in different iterations, different ages, sort of change that dial to be like, oh, this sketch, I need him to be a little older or younger.
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that's like dial a Chit. You can
Yeah,
like,
kind of.
Chit.
older, younger.
Yeah. But eventually he kind of crystallized, especially when we started doing these, into like exactly what his point of view is.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
it's still growing and morphing. I mean,
It's-
my God.
it's
Because
morphing a little
Chit,
all the time.
Chit is age.
Oh, that's a toilet flush.
Somebody's
Bless
flushing.
you, Val.
Toilet.
Glamorous.
It's a glamorous podcast.
Ageless. I always thought Chit was an older man. And then when Chit disrobed,
Yeah.
I think all of
Right.
America thought, oh,
Yeah.
He's timeless and ageless.
uh-huh.
Why not?
And also, he can
But
do a
he's-
lot of pull-ups. We've seen that.
But he's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And that tattoo is great.
Great.
And I the whole purpose of that, I mean, I think some people online might think, oh, now he's just trying to like show off. But I promise it's not that. It's really just to try and be as much of a dichotomy as possible.
Of course.
Like every time you think
Yeah.
you have them
You
figured
think
out.
you know what
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just supposed to like keep people on their toes.
Yeah.
kind of, with,
Exactly.
like, what he's like.
To go, Chit does that? That makes
Yeah, I
Yeah.
promise it's not like a gratuitous attempt to be like, check me out, because
Right.
if you know me, that's like the last thing I would
And-
do.
But it's
Right.
but it is you would imagine that guy in an office would be, just a frump that's at home all day, and when you lift that shirt, you've got one of those bellies that kind of comes over the
Sure.
pants because you're just sitting like that's what. When I see him at his keyboard, I just imagine it's
Yeah.
very soft under there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you
I
would
think it's fun to think it's fun to know it's not.
Rock
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can use, hey, my platform is also showing the glistening skins.
Yeah.
So I don't feel that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, there's
Sure.
not.
That's showing all
Yeah.
your skin. Yeah.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's the largest
love the
organ.
skin you're in. So
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what they say. And when so Kyle Kennedy does
Also a Groundling.
also a
Yes,
Groundling
also
does Straight
Groundling.
with you, and Lyric Lewis and
Michael Gervin.
Michael Shervin.
Sam Basura.
And Sam Basura.
Yeah.
And when you do you all just get together and just go, oh, let's play around, or are you writing them? Are you writing? Chits
we're
out?
writing them.
You
Yeah.
are writing chits out.
So it's the process has kind of evolved as we've done them. At first, I would come kind of to Kyle with like an idea that day, and I'd be like, I want to basically do this. And we'd figure out exactly like the right lines to do it. And then other times I bring like a full script, like Do It Lady, I brought like the full script ready to go that day. And then as the process has continued and Kyle has gotten to know the character even better too, now it's become even more collaborative and we're both writing together before. And so yeah, it just depends on the episode. Like sometimes it's me, sometimes it's both of us, sometimes we get there and we're like, what if I am standing on this chair trying to get a fly?
Yeah.
And then we can kind of improv the rest and see it's kind of like what the fun beats would be. So it's
I mean, I just think it's important for the audience to know the organicness that this came from, and also from a place of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just writing material at the Groundlings.
I mean, now you're at this place, though, where you have something that people really like.
Yes.
And then that's when the big companies say, oh, I want a piece of that because I want to sell my razors, or I want to sell my cheese crackers.
Sure, cheese crackers. Her son's a cracker model.
He is a cracker model.
She knows all about it.
Yeah. So if you have any questions for him, I could set up a meeting.
He models for
crackers.
Pepperidge Farm.
But he's been in the business since he was a baby. He's
We
very
could hook him up with
beautiful.
Pepperidge Farm.
I could. I'm just saying.
You
If
could
you need,
miniaturize him and make him be like a little...
We could eat
a
you.
little
as
Milano.
I could
Yes.
make a little Milano.
Yeah.
I like
You
that.
heard it first. You heard it here first, Pepperidge Farm.
So has that started happening?
Yeah, I mean, some brands have definitely reached out, and I think the rule that we're sticking by now is like if it doesn't feel like a natural fit, there's just not room for it in like the office there.
Yeah.
Where, because we would never want to like shoehorn something in for the sake of an ad.
Right.
If it's something that like blends into what
Like,
Cherry
what is
does,
it that you drink?
White Claw.
Like, if White Claw were to reach out, then maybe that might work.
Like Subway, he has all the time, and it's like some people already think that's an ad, but like rest assured that
Right.
No one.
it's
No
all
money
just
is coming in
it's all
for
just
that.
But I
character.
think, go for something like Nike. We haven't seen Chit's feet, have we? Maybe he wears, they have a lot
we
of money.
have seen
Nike.
his.
Do it.
We've seen
Oh,
we
his
have seen
shoes.
Chit's
Yeah, he has his
shoes.
shoes,
Okay.
which I think people think are New Balance,
Oh,
but they're
interesting.
full Goodwill.
Yeah.
I think probably
They're whatever.
Walmart.
Hey, Goodwill could
Yeah.
be the biggest supporter of this.
Maybe. Yeah.
Do you feel pressure to, and now when people are like, Chit, they feel like they know Chit and have the hot takes on Chit and questions for Chit, do you feel like you have to answer them online or engage with them, or you don't feel that pressure?
I mean, do you mean like when they're asking me questions about his life or about my life?
Either.
Oh, are they doing both?
People ask questions about Chit all the time, like what's his Subway order, or what's what's his home life like, things like that.
Oh.
Those I don't answer purely
Okay.
because I want to make sure that we preserve the story.
And also, you're discovering some of these
And
things
we're
as you
discovering-
go. Yeah.
Exactly.
We know that the boss's home life's not so great.
Yeah,
But we
he's
can just leave
going
it at
through
that.
some hard times.
He's going through hard times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this wasn't the thing that's cool about this that I think for young creators and actors and improvisers to know is that it comes from a passionate place of like creation as opposed to like what can I make that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Truly.
like people find it funny, great. He's been here.
He's
so
just an
welcome.
existing
Yeah,
person.
I mean, it's just for Kyle and I both. It's just such a nice representation of everything that we all do here. I mean, any of the Groundlings, I feel like, could do this because we all have these like just true characters that feel so lived in, so real, so specific. I'm so thrilled that Chit has connected the way it has, but it's like we have our pick of the peck with the Groundlings around us
characters.
to just have. I mean,
Why do you think? I mean, that's an obvious question. That I think because he's lovable. I do think it's because of the like. Wait, he's not quite as dumb as people think. I'm not dumb, never dumb, but he's something more. There's something
I
happening.
think that's it. There's just so many mysteries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mysteries.
for someone who I think seems as like simple
Yes,
and
simple.
maybe even boring, he actually seems very mysterious too.
Yes.
So it's like again, it's that dichotomy that it's like sort of I think works for him.
Yeah, I love that.
and he has something for everyone.
Yeah,
We live in a very polarized society.
We do.
we do.
But everybody has a little. Oh, there's a conversation.
We have a
happening
conversation
right
happening. This happens a
outside.
lot. Conversations outside.
They could be
On
talking about
Melrose.
Chit.
Could you put in a word with the Groundlings?
Sure,
Without
sure.
me
Yeah, we'll
clearing-
clear this area.
Clear
Yeah.
this area.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
security.
we'd love a
to clear
better
this
space, to be honest.
area would be wonderful. But I feel like Chit unites us all.
Well, that's very
Yes,
sweet.
yes,
That's true.
It's true.
Are you getting any? Is there anyone who's mean on social media too?
I think the most frustrating thing that I've dealt with so far, because I don't really care about the people who are like, this is lame. You know,
Right.
luckily
It's like,
those
go ahead, don't
comments
watch
have
it.
been
Yeah.
few and far between,
Yeah.
thankfully. But what's a new problem for me is people pretending to be me now on social media.
Like impressions or
No, like they'll create profiles that look exactly like mine.
Well,
Yeah, see, and that's how the bootleg.
and
merch
I'm smarter
happens.
than you'd
But
imagine.
even beyond the bootleg merch, it's when they actually, I think, pose as me and interact with people that really kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying to these people who genuinely believe that's me.
and they think they're talking to Jay
They think they're
Renshaw?
talking to me. Yeah, there's one right now on TikTok that has posted just some of my reposted some of my YouTube videos.
They take your actual videos. They put them
They
on
take
their
your
thing
videos.
and say, "This is who I am."
Yeah,
Whoa.
they change their profile picture, their name, even the bio, and people will follow. And this one has almost 100,000 followers.
God, there needs to be a TikTok cup.
Yeah, TikTok cop.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
I think this is happening to a lot of creators.
yes, it is.
And I've heard that.
Tyler, the creator's a rapper.
Great.
Oh, okay. And now I've
Thank you for
heard
that.
Now I've heard that they can make an AI version of you,
Oh,
and then
you can tell though.
and then they can create new material
Yeah.
on their. I mean, it's really
You can
a
tell.
mess. It's a
scary.
scary mess.
They have that with Michael Jackson's Oprah's. They have lots of those where it's fake ads.
But it's getting better and better, and that's
getting
people are
better all
getting
the
more and
time.
more confused.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's to me is the biggest
That's the
bummer
only
is when
thing
is
that's
when
a
I
bummer.
see that happening, and I just can't stop it. And I
Yeah.
mean, I'm going through the necessary channels to try and stop that, but I only have one profile on each platform. I can't imagine I would ever have a little side secret profile.
Right.
I just don't have the interest in doing that.
Yeah,
so
it's too much work as
too
it
much
is.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about, I don't know if you watched the Pee Wee Herman documentary, but there was a point where he decided to just be, Paul Rubens decided just to be Pee Wee
all the time.
all the time
Yeah.
and go on talk shows as Pee Wee and
Yeah.
everything. Can you imagine ever making that choice?
I don't think so, because part of that would be improvising a lot about what Chit's life is, because those questions would be about him.
About Chit.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't get to discover it in the videos.
You wouldn't get discovered in the video. You'd essentially burn that information. And even if I wasn't worried about burning it, I would be worried about living by it.
Yes.
Yes.
The fans,
It's the Bible.
it's the Bible. It immediately becomes canon, anything that he
Right.
says.
Right.
And I love that people are keeping track. But
Oh, people are keeping track.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've seen
yes,
that. I've
yes.
seen that in the comments.
yeah, people will catch any indiscrepancy, and I love that. I think that's so cool.
That is so cool.
But I also then want to live by it myself and just be like, well, we've established that he does.
Sure.
Right.
Doesn't do that. You know?
Because we've been at the Groundlings' offices. I was in there once in the office where you film some of this stuff, and there was a guy looking at numbers, and I guess my boobs were out, and he was looking at it, and half the comments were, "Is this Chit's office?"
Yeah,
And people are really keeping track.
they're keeping track. They're eagle eyes.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
They know what's in the background. They know everything.
But I find it funny that anyone would write a comment of I don't like this. Why then write the comment? It's just
Because it's bots.
Interesting.
A lot of it's
I
bots.
think
They
it's
want
robots.
clicks on their thing.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's
it's the
still
whole thing.
engagement.
Yeah.
It's engagement. That's true.
Yeah. I think they just want someone to respond because I think they know that people might disagree with what
Everybody
they say.
wants to be seen.
Everyone wants to be
True.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad news.
What?
It's about that time.
Boy,
It
oh
goes so
boy.
fast.
So
Wow, that
fast.
went fast.
It goes so fast.
Yeah. See.
Wow, that was fun,
We never
though.
want it to end.
I
don't
mean, maybe
either.
we could have you come back again when your next character takes off.
Anytime.
Balloon Man.
You let me know.
Blue Man.
Well, that was a
Balloon Man.
secret.
Oh.
That was a big secret.
Oh no.
Oh,
you heard it here first.
Well,
Balloon
Jay
Man's out of the
Renshaw.
bag.
Balloon
Balloon
Man's
Man.
out.
Stay tuned.
Here's what I want to know. So we're gonna order. I'm personally gonna order a crop top because much like Chit, when you see under my shirt, it is a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And
Gotta show it off.
And I want people to see that.
Good.
So I'm looking forward to a crop top. Do you have, so I don't have to go on the internet, do you have a van out back or anything I can rummage through? Or no? Do I have to go
You know,
online?
you might have to go online. I don't have any physical pop-ups.
I'm interested in modest wear.
Sure.
So I would be interested in a full length, high neck, silk print.
We don't have
could-
silk yet, but we do have hoodies that are pretty conservative.
Hoodies. How
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, maybe
Maybe I'll
with my
get one of those.
Lululemons.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
I see it.
God. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him here. You get to see him everywhere. God bless him and whatever God you believe in.
God bless us
Yeah, and I'll
all.
tell
Hey,
you
God
what.
bless Chit.
And I'll
What
say,
is
hey,
Chit's full name?
Oh.
Well, see, that's a mystery still.
Exactly.
That has yet to
not-
be revealed.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say this. Hey, guess what? You want to see the next CHIT before anyone else does? You can also come to the Groundlings and watch
Very
the show.
true.
That's
And
true.
you might have, if you had been in the back of the day, you might have seen the first iteration
might
of
have.
CHIT on the stage.
Or if you want to do what Chit does,
Or do it.
come take a class at the Groundlings.
At the Groundling.
Because
Groundlings.
Yeah, I've enjoyed
Theater
it.
We're
and
still
school.
auditioning and trying.
We'll be there one
We
day.
keep bringing scripted work in.
But yeah, it's truly the best place.
Yeah.
Like, it's the Harvard of.
it really is, actually. It's
comedy.
actually harder to get into than Harvard. Numerically.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
Ladies
say
and gentlemen,
thank you.
RENSHAW!
Multiple Talking Women is produced and hosted by Ariane Price, Lauren Burns, and Lisa Sherga. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on all podcast platforms, and become a member of our Patreon. All right, am I done?